Sure. Hi, Forrest.
Hi, how you
It is a
doing?
pleasure to meet you. It truly is an honor because I grew up watching you on film, so it's like a full circle moment for me to be here today.
Oh wow, thanks.
It
It's
was a
great to be with you.
pleasure. Same here. So, as you've
hmm
had so much success throughout your career, both as an actor and as a producer,
hmm
what does a project have to kind of have or mean for you at this stage in your career for you to want to be a part of it?
I mean, it has to have some form of ability for me to grow as an artist and as a person. I think that most of the films that we do as a company to produce have a social consciousness, usually to push forward ideas to the community, to the society, to try to help make positive change or to reinforce the positive changes that have happened.
Well, Black Panther certainly does that. I mean, I left the film kind of overwhelmed. I was just like, wow, this is amazing. It's empowering. It's almost surreal to see all of these black faces be a part of this kind of film.
Sure.
And there's a particular scene that was very emotional for me and shocking when T'Challa goes to see his ancestors as the Black
Uh-huh.
Panthers.
hmm
And I'm curious, it may be personal, but what type of spiritual experience did you have being a part of this film and specifically playing a spiritual elder?
I wanted to be able to try to bring people to a place of good character. I think I've been assigned one as also the mentor to the king and to T'Challa, and I was the royal advisor to his father. But to the nation itself, I'm the spiritual leader. And to be able to bring a sense of connection, a sense of understanding of the continual movement of life and death and our ancestors and ourselves, and to be able to empower them to know that they are connected to all that is God was one of the things that my character is trying to convey in the film, and to help them feel confident in their traditions as well. To be able to practice their traditions and to understand that the traditions have weight not only in the world but in their souls.
Yeah, it was extremely powerful to watch that. I was like, wow, this scene. But what I also love about the film is Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's incredible, but he has this ability to really add a human element to this superhero and even to the villains. What did you see in Ryan 5 years ago when you decided to produce Fruitvale Station that led you to be a part of that project?
When Ryan came in to meet with me, and she met with me and Nina Yang, my partner, I think there was a moral center to him that was really powerful. There was a sense of a need to help the world and society, a social understanding that was really unique. He was already working, I think he was working as a social worker, working in the prisons in Oakland, and so I got a chance to hear some of his first ideas, at least the ideas he was having while he was in school. And one of them was Fruitvale Station. And it seemed extremely relevant, and he seemed like the person that would be able to really bring it out and then hopefully connect the country around something that was really important to be examined and looked at.
Yeah, I think people are going to walk away even more impressed if they haven't been with him. Now, final question. I think there's an interesting element with T'Challa not really getting this moment to mourn his father before he has to be strong. And I think it's very symbolic of black men not really getting opportunities to be vulnerable when you have to be strong. So does that hinder us as a community, or does it help strengthen us?
I think like you said, so many concepts and so many things that Ryan has put in the film. You did see a number of very strong black men show their feelings and their insights and let you understand their pains. I mean, from Killmonger to, of course, T'Challa, you got a chance to see it. And I think, yes, there is an import to understand the challenge. There are challenges that happen to people of color, in this world, that we have to be able to have the strength to mantle through and continue forward. And then still have the honesty within ourselves to understand that we're on a journey of healing and completeness. You know what I mean? And I think that the movie was trying to show that with some of the pains that T'Challa had with his father leaving, not sure that he had the mettle, the strength to be able to carry forward a nation and to be able to protect the world. And that loss was deep for him and very painful. But his father said something that was important that everyone doesn't have, which is, I've taught you to get to this place. I think the sad part about the film that Ryan did was that Killmonger, who could have been Prince, who could have been King, was it shows you that under the certain circumstances that if you're lost, you have no family, no love, that you can end up doing all kinds of things just to be able to survive. And even with him, I thought that that it did touch on some emotion, you know, when he was in some of his final moments of different things, and he was expressing, you know, how he'd rather die than to be, you know, incarcerated, you know what I mean? Rather jump off the boat as his ancestors did to escape, to be free, you know. So I think what the movie does do, and I hope, is let people know that they have to find their own sort of purpose. And when they have their purpose, even in their confusion, they can still move forward if they continue to follow their purpose. And I think that was what happened with T'Challa, and that's what's happened with even with Killmonger. You know?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Whitaker. I'm
Sure.
so grateful that our ancestors brought us here together. It's a pleasure for me, and it's an honor.
Yeah, me too.